Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to another GameMaker tutorial. Now, this is my RTS series, and it has been a long time since I've made a video about the RTS series. This will be part 7, and I expect that we might have a we will have a part 8, but part 8 will probably be the end of this series because I am going to finish it up to where it would be kind of a basic engine that you could work with. And that's about all I'm going to do. I'll just have one more section and then I will end this series because I want to focus on some other series. I want to finish my 3D RPG series that I started, and I also want to finish the preparation work for the entire Pokemon series or Pokemon-like series and upload those videos. So I want to finish this one off first. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to add mining into our game. So you can see really quickly, I'm going to add a space station. And I'm going to do this by adding a sprite and sprite station, load sprite, let's see, downloads, let's come into, documents, downloads, and where did I put it? Hopefully it's saved. Pretty sure it did. There it is. Okay. We've got this little blinking space station. I don't actually like this sprite very much, but whatever. You guys can design your own space station and make it cooler than mine because that one kind of sucks. Now we're going to need some sort of an asteroid or space rock that we can mine from. So I'm going to create one of those now. Well, I have a sample file here, so I'm just bringing stuff over. Let's load this sprite. Hope I'm recording the right screen. Yeah, I am. Okay. And we're going to come, and I tried to name it with a 1, and it wasn't in front still. Interesting. Brackets must have a higher priority than like numbers and underscores. So let's open up this test rock right here and center it. You can see I've just got this rock, asteroid thing that's got crystals on it. Nothing super special. Okay, once we have those, we're going to create 2 objects for them. So object, well, what did we name this one? Did we just name it rock? No, we didn't name it. We'll name it sprite rock. That's good enough. We'll name this object rock and give it that. Create a new object, and we'll name this object station and give it that sprite. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to handle our space station code. Oops, don't pay attention to that. That was from the other game. Let's handle the rock first, actually. So let's open up the rock. And we're going to add a step event. And spoilers, because my reference code keeps popping up here. Let's do rotate the rock. Image angle. Plus equals 0.2. So just going to rotate slowly. Nothing special there at all. Now let's do our space station. Okay, it's going to have a create event. And in this create event, we are going to initialize the ship. There's a few things we're going to do though. So let's see, script, ship, init -1 because it won't be moving. Normally that's the... Oh, it looks like I gave it -1 for health. Interesting. Do I have that reversed? Okay. Here's a cool little trick with scripts. You can middle click on the script and it'll open it up. So let's see, it looks like hit points was argument 0, weapon was argument. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make this 20, so it has 20 HP. But for a weapon, we're just going to do -1, which represents no weapon. And that was a mistake. Oops, I accidentally ran it. Let's see. Somehow I disabled my code highlighting. And I can never remember the quick key for that. F7? No. That shrinks my text. F10. Okay, F10 turns the syntax highlighting on and off. So if you ever accidentally disable it, you can use F10. F8 and F7 increase and shrink the font size. Okay, so we've initialized our ship. We're going to do image speed equals 0.1 because I have an animation for it. And I'm going to set its state equal to idle. Okay. Now let's go into our step event. Oops, spoilers again. And in the step event, we're going to control the state and rotate the space station. Control state and rotate station. So image angle plus equals 1 if state equals idle. I can't believe I used to do state systems like this, but that's fine. Else if state equals selected. Else if state equals building. We're going to have a building state. That's for later, actually, for when we can create new ships. We'll have our station be able to create new ships. So we're going to create 3 scripts here. Script station idle. Script station selected. And script station building. So let's create those scripts now. In fact, I'm just going to copy this right here into here. Triple comment there. Boom. We're not going to actually put anything in these for now. Create a new script. Copy this in again. Create a new script. Copy the last one in. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. And if we come back in, they should all be highlighted because we now have those scripts created. Now, one thing we need to do is we don't want this ship, let's see, it should inherit, ooh, that was loud. It should inherit from object ship, but we don't want it to inherit collisions, so we're going to do an override. So let's give it a collision event with object ship, and then we're just going to put a comment here that says override the collision event. Ooh, there's a lot of R's in there. Pretty sure it's 2. Yeah. Override the collision event. And basically what this does is now that it has its own collision event, it won't inherit it from the parent. So that's exactly what we want to happen. We're going to give this a depth of 1 to make sure that it's underneath our ship objects. Okay, now I don't think my scripts actually do anything still. Oh, I guess I had started some stuff. Yeah, I'd started some stuff, but we're not going to worry about that in this video. Probably don't even need that state system yet. That's okay. We're preparing for the next video. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to edit the worker object. Well, actually, really quickly, let's create a new object and call this object Object Globals. And we're going to give it the mask. We're going to make it not visible. And we're going to give it a create event that does 2 things. Because we're going to draw to the GUI layer. So the first thing we're going to do is create a global variable. Global dot, let's see, global dot crystals equals 0. The next thing we're going to do is set, let's see, I want that to be a comment, set the GUI size. So display set GUI size. We're going to set it the size of our room, which is 320 by 180. Okay. We're also going to create a new font. So come up here to the top and click on the double T's, which is create font. We're going to call this font GUI. We're going to give it, we're going to uncheck high quality, and we're going to check off on anti-aliasing, aliasing. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You guys can, maybe you know how and you're just laughing at me, but doesn't really matter. So after we've created that font, we're going to add a draw GUI event into our object globals. Draw the crystals. So draw text. We're going to do 2 and 2. And the string is going to be crystal plus string global dot crystals. I'm just going to end it, and let me extend that out so you can see it all together. Draw text, x coordinate, y coordinate. We're going to do crystals as a string literal, and then we're going to concatenate that to the stringified version of global.crystals. Okay, let's put our, let's do a couple things here. Let's go to our room, and let's add our globals object into the room, and let's add our space station object into the room, and let's add our rock into the room, and I'm going to add it up here kind of off in space. Our room is still too small. I need to fix that, but okay. Well, let's just fix it now. Might as well while we're in this video. So we're going to change the settings. We're going to change this to 640. Is that gonna, yeah, that's gonna, and then 360 high. That'll have everything in the room. I'm gonna turn off the grid, and then I'm gonna move this asteroid down here, I guess, so it's actually in the room. We're gonna check the green checkmark button and run the game, make sure that it's working. Okay, so we've got our space station. We can't select it. And we've got our rock here. Got our bad guys down there, which Oh, we forgot to make that invisible. So come into the globals and, oh no, globals needs to be visible, I think. What is, yeah, globals needs to be visible. That is the view controller, really? Okay. Yeah, make the view controller not visible. It's funny to me that that's checked visible, but whatever. Okay. It's still visible. Oh, I know what it is wrong. Okay, come into globals and in draw GUI, we want this to be draw text color. And after we pass it the string, we're going to pass it some color values. So we're going to pass it C white, C white, C white, C white, and alpha value of 1. And we should maybe not be visible. I don't know. That's the enemy weapon parent. None of those are going to be in the game. The particle system is not visible. View controller is not visible. Okay. I don't remember whether I unchecked visibility on globals or not. Maybe I unchecked it since it's not drawing this still. Okay, check visible on it now. Yeah, okay, so it's drawing our crystal count, but it's drawing itself. So apparently the draw GUI event doesn't override the draw event. So there's a couple things we can do. The one that I choose to do is just give this a draw event. Then put a comment in here that says, do not draw self. And that's done. Now the nice thing about using the draw GUI event for this is that even though we did an X position of 2 and a Y position of 2, you will notice that it automatically follows the view. And that's the wonderful thing about the draw GUI event. So our ship can fly around these things. That's interesting. Huh. Interesting functionality there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, before it drives me any crazier, we're going to give the mouse a negative 100 depth. So it's on top of everything. Okay. Now we're going to go into our object player worker. And we're going to give it some new events. So let's give it a step event. And drag over a piece of code. Control the worker states. Now we're going to override the parent states. Well, not override them because we're actually going to inherit them. So we're going to do event inherited right here. We're going to do if state equals move, else if state equals idle. I'm glad I didn't try and do this whole thing in one video. Else if state equals mine. So we're going to have a mining state now. Else if state equals mined. Like the past tense of mine. So the first one we're going to run script move, or script ship move, right? In fact, we're going to run that on a few others too. Script ship idle for our idle state. In our mind and mind state, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to set the target to be something different. In the mind state, we're going to do target equals object rock. And in the mind state, we're going to do target equals object station. Now, in your game, if you have more than one station or more than one rock, you're going to have to figure out some way to reference the one that they're going to. But for now, I'm just going to do the one. And the way you would do that is you could use the nearest object or the one that they clicked on. You could assign it to a variable. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but I don't want to overcomplicate this. So we're just going to say you're limited to one rock and one station in the room currently. I think if you put more than one in, it'll just choose one, which won't work quite how you want it to, I'm sure. Once we have that done, we need to create a collision event for each one. So add event, collision with the station. What are we going to do? Spoilers again. We're going to drag over a code, and we're going to do change to the mine state if state equals mined global.crystals plus equals 5. Now you're going to get an error here if you forget to put your global object in the room, or if you spell this wrong. Just so you know. State equals mine. Sweet. We're going to add a new collision event with the rock. And this one is going to say change to mined state equals mined. There. And I think we're getting close. It's hard to remember what I did because I do these preparation videos, and this one was kind of over the span of a long time. Let's grab our little worker here, have him come down and mine on the rock. You can see he is mining. And what happens? Oh, that was an interesting thing to happen. Huh. Let's see if we can figure out that glitch. So we have, when we collide, let's go into our object ship. Where's our right pressed? Here's right pressed. Oh, we're deleting the target. So we're going to need to do a check in here. If target does not equal -1, yeah, we're going to want to check in here too. So we're going to do and target does not equal object station and target does not equal object rock. So what was happening is we're destroying the target, which was the station, which when it's just a little red target, yeah, we do want to destroy it. But if it's the station or the rock, we don't need to destroy it. We just need to create a real target. So see if this fixes it. So we're mining just like we're supposed to be. If I click over here, we work again, except you can see there's still that target that we created. So probably what we should do is when they collide with the rock, we need to check if target is not equal -1 and instance. This is going to be a really similar code. So come into our object, ship again, come to the right pressed, copy this, put it in here, and I think that'll work. Just copy it in like that. Save and try. I was wondering if there'd be a little glitch because I did this so fast the other day. Okay, that works. And we can move over here. If we come, we've actually still got crystals right now. If we, no, we don't have crystals anymore. That's okay, we won't worry about that. So while he's mining, we can come over here and save the world. Oh crap, we're screwed. We lose. They killed us. Okay. So, but now we have a working mining system. We can get crystals. In the next video, what we're going to do, and I'm hoping to get the next video out really soon because I want to finish this series up. But in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that you can use your crystals to create new ships. So that next time we don't lose when we're fighting these bad guys. So thank you guys for watching very much. I really appreciate you guys' support. I'm working hard on my book. I've got some surprises for you for videos and stuff coming up. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you or you learned something, give me a like, share it on Twitter and Facebook. And I will talk to you guys later.